Recording in progress.
Welcome to June 4th pre-market session. Let's get started. We have lots of news. We have lots of events for the day. We had earnings. We had some news about the conflict, and the market is pushing back down. So let's get started. Let's get to it. And let's start analyzing. Let's start analyzing the market first. Let's first start with checking out the S&P 500. Let's see how the market is actually moving right now. The market pulled back down yesterday after massive rally, several green days in a row. Finally, we pulled back down and we are trading very close to 9 EMA on daily chart. Nasdaq also pushed back down as well, and in the pre-market it gapped down, and it is around this demand zone of 735-ish level. All right, so both SPY and Qs, they both pushed back down, and the main weakness is tech sector. Because of the tech sector, and a lot of the names in the tech sector pushing back down and basically being weak in the whole morning, that definitely resulted on the overall market as well. A couple of these tech earnings were Broadcom, AVGO. Look at the gap down from 480, we are down till 406. So a massive gap down, a massive sell-off on Broadcom, and it's around down around 15% despite beating earning per share and guiding Q3 revenue above expectation, which is interesting. Another interesting name on watch should be basically CrowdStrike, CRWD, which had reported earning down 10% despite beating earning, rising guidance, and announcing 4-to-1 stock split. So we're gonna have 4-to-1 stock split for CRWD. I don't know about the timing of when it will happen, but it will happen, we'll see how it affects the stock. For now, we had this massive gap down on both CRWD and AVGO. These two were the two of the main earning plays yesterday after close. And today we had a couple of earnings before the market opened, but they're not really that interesting and important. On the economic data side, we had initial jobless claim, which is higher than expected at 225,000 versus 216,000, and continuing jobless claim fell, and Q1 productivity revised lower. And on the oil and geopolitical side, let's take a look at WTI here. You can see the price is pushing back down. It's rejecting this 93-94 level, and the reason basically is President said that he does not plan to resume an all-out war with Iran unless additional U.S. troops are killed. That was basically the whole news, which resulted in the price of oil pushing back down, which means that the conflict will not at least get worse, and as a result the oil price can push back down. However, as you can see, oil is holding 85, 86, 87 dollar, and it does not push back down any lower, so which is interesting. We have SpaceX IPO soon, June 12th, if I'm not wrong. And JP Morgan's CEO is reportedly discussing the SpaceX IPO with high net worth clients. So that's going to be interesting. We're gonna focus on a couple of space related stocks as well for the next couple of days. but that will definitely be an interesting ticker symbol to watch. And well, a lot the IPOs usually lose value, and they just drop by a couple of percent all the way up to 50%. Most of the IPOs in the history, they usually sell off and then they basically push back up. It happened to Tesla as well. So we'll see how SpaceX IPO will work out. Now let's take a look at the S&P 500. Let's start with the market. So SPY, what is happening right now? We were at all-time high. We were consolidating at this all-time high for a couple of days. After breaking 754, 755, we were holding in this structure, but the sellers kept rejecting and pushed the price back down until yesterday we totally pulled back. Now this is the resistance that we have right now around this 754, the same resistance zone that when we broke, the price held above it. But now we are in between 750 and 755 area. 750 is a very important demand zone, and it is basically daily 9 EMA as well, almost daily 9 EMA, is like very close to 9 EMA on daily chart, and it is the previous all-time high of May 14th as well. So it's a pretty important zone. Now if we hold this zone, which we are holding so far in the pre-market, the price can push back up higher, but the main resistance area would be again this 754, 755 area. If we break below 748, 750, this zone, we can technically push back lower, and we can easily retest first 740, 745, 746, and then 743-ish area. So we'll see how the whole pullback will work out. On the daily chart, definitely we have room to push back down. We had this like massive rally, and the price can easily push back down, hit this 749 or even lower, and then bounce back up. Definitely the long-term trend is very bullish. That no doubt about that. We are strong. The price is holding the demand levels. We are forming high lows. The price is reacting to moving averages, and it just like keeps moving higher. We'll see how far it can go, but so far, because of the strength in the market, the possibility of bouncing above this level, and if this level fails, the next level would be this 742.3. Bouncing above that would be high, unless we have some sort of news, some sort of catalyst, some sort of reason for a possible sell-off. This is, of course, this is a sell-off in like 1 minute chart, 2 minute chart, but if you zoom out, you'll see it's just a pullback in higher time frame. Qs, the same scenario, right? We had this massive rally. We had a pullback in the middle of the May, and after that, we just kept running non-stop. And now again, we are pushing back down. We hit the 9 EMA on daily chart, right around that area, and we bounced back up in the pre-market so far. So this is the first demand area. Then the second zone on watch would be technically this zone, right? This resistance area, which we rejected, finally broke out, held above it for a while, but couldn't hold on. Pushed back down, retested this zone, rejected hard, and we basically hit this 733.4 finally, right? So anyway, we are pulling back on Qs as well. The first area is where it is right now. If it loses this 733, 734 level, the next main demand zone would be 724, 725 area on Qs. Is it possible for Qs to hit those zones? Yes, it can technically hit this zone and bounce back up like it did it here as well, right? In May 19th. And we are really overextended. I mean, I know overextension is not even a word. It doesn't make sense in this market anymore, but That's the reality, right? We are overextended. The price needs to pull back. We had higher highs, a higher low, and then another high. Having a higher low would be healthy for the price action. So again, in smaller time frame, we can catch this quick move, the short setup, but in higher time frame, technically it's just a pullback so far. Okay. SMH, semiconductor ETF, right? We consolidated, broke out of this zone, and now we are retesting this 613.15 area, which is looking pretty solid here, right? So this zone, this hold is pretty healthy, and if it holds this zone, if it bounces back up, this would be a very interesting bullish setup as well. So we'll see if semiconductors will hold or not. If it holds, this can bounce really well. If it doesn't, then the price action might get a little bit ugly, because it will get back down to these zones, and then we will have to wait for the price to give us a clear direction. Okay. A couple of individual stocks. Apple, pretty much consolidating in the same range. Doesn't really move that much, and it needs to get out of this 315.16 or pull back down till 300 area. Not that interesting. Tesla is not really that interesting as well. Tesla is holding this trend, as you see, pretty well, bouncing above these trend lines, which is very, very healthy, and the price action is holding these levels, shows that the demand is there. However, we are not able to, if you see this zone, we are not able to break out of this zone yet, right? We did bounce above 415.17 zone, but we couldn't break and push back all the way higher. The reason, we have a massive resistance right at this 450-ish zone. So that is a big zone, and we kept rejecting this a lot. We'll see how the next few days, next few weeks work out for Tesla. I don't know, probably SpaceX IPO will affect Tesla or not. We'll see. But right now, it's not really that interesting. It's just like forming inside days, 3 days in a row, and it's still holding in this middle of the nowhere, it's a no man's land right now. The demand is not in control. There is no supply control. We need to get out of this 435 and push back up higher for a quick move till 450, or we need to break through this 413, 410 level and break down and push back lower. Okay, so that's the only thing we need to see. If not, in the middle, it's not really tradable. NVIDIA rejected the 230 level pretty hard in the last 2 days, and retested the demand zone of 211, 210. Now, weird price action overall, but for now, this is a big rejection. This 210 is a massive demand zone. We hold it, we can push back up higher, and the next resistance would be right around this 218 if a bounce happens. If we break it, then that would be a big selling pressure down till 207 and even get back down to 204.5. Google, very weak, right? Google had a weak price action the last 2 days, and it finally is holding and consolidating inside this gap. If it breaks below this zone of 355, 356 level, this is what it is doing right now. It's consolidating, and the weakness is still there. The supply is still there. If we break, push back down, we can technically go all the way back down, and this would be the first zone, right? Probably right around these areas if I want to just upgrade these lines. This would be the first zone that it might hit around this 348. So Google's weakness is still there. So we'll see if it can push back down and hit this 350, 352-ish zone or not. If not, if it wants to bounce back up, I would wait for Google to get above this 366 and push back up higher for that play. AMD. AMD, very strong move yesterday, and it is pulling back down. Now, we'll see if this zone will act as a demand zone right now. So what happened? We were consolidating after breaking 480. We were holding in this structure, right? The support was around this 480. The resistance was around this 520, and the price was holding in this range. We finally broke it. Now we'll see if this zone holds or not. If it holds, this would be a good breakout, retest, and bounce above the level. If it fails, again, the price action wouldn't be really that interesting, because we will get back to this zone of the prison zone that I want to call it prison again, because the price will be stuck in a very tight area. Okay, Intel, nothing there. Meta, yeah, I really don't know what's going on here. Meta, we had this breakout and then this massive failure, a fake out, and now we are bouncing back up. We'll see if this will continue or not. The major resistance is right where it is right now, right? So if this level breaks, then we can push back up higher and go from this 625 to 633-ish and then 640. And then here we have a gap. We'll see if it works or not. But yeah, pretty volatile price action on Meta. MU finally pulling back down. We'll see if this level holds or not. Obviously, this is a demand zone that if it holds, MU can bounce above this level as well. Microsoft, yeah, failed to hold there. Not that interesting price action right now. I will go over PLTR here as well. Rejected 200 SMA and pushed back down hard, hit the moving averages, and it's bouncing back up right now. So above this 147.8 could be interesting for a retest of 150 and then possibly continuing a move. We'll see if that happens or not. MRVL would be another interesting name to watch. So it had a massive rally after Jensen Huang promoting the stock, and he said basically Marvel could be a $1 trillion company. It's at 260 billion right now, and it gapped up, held above this critical zone of 280-ish right now. That's where it is holding right now, right? And if it bounces and breaks out of this zone, Marvel could be an interesting name on watch. Definitely will keep it on watch for the day. Okay. All right. I think that would be the that would be it for the day. Marvel would be on watch. CRWD on watch, right? CRWD on watch for a possible earning play. We'll see if this zone can hold or not. This is the zone that we are right now, right? This is the zone. If it holds and bounce back up, we can have a gap fill reversal setup there. AVGO a little bit tougher, like harder here. It's not really in an easy zone to trade, right? So we just gap down and we're technically back in this choppy sideways zone right now. It depends on how the market opens and how the first maybe 15-30 minute price action will be. If it rejects these areas and push back lower and get below this 396 400 level, below maybe this area, that would be interesting and can give us some bearish setups there, but we'll see. It's really far from where we are right now. the other scenario is bouncing above this level, which it is doing right now, and if it wants to bounce, the next zone on watch above this 416.17 area would be this 430 and then 440. Okay, awesome. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and trade live with the team. We do it every single day except Wednesdays. If you want to join us, you can check out that link below and join us, trade live with us. We go over all of these setups live and trade them live all together. Last week we traded AMD a couple of times. This week we traded NVIDIA, we traded Google, and we catch lots of option trades during the day. It's a great environment for learning and for making. So we'll see you guys inside if you want to join us. The link is down below. You can also follow me on Instagram. I share all of these insights there as well. Make sure you like and subscribe and comment below if you have any questions. Thank you. I'll see you in the next one.